Hey everyone, and welcome. So, across university campuses, something huge is happening. It's totally changing the game for everything from those late-night study sessions to super complex lab work. Today, we're going to dive into how you can actually use artificial intelligence to, really level up your academic journey. Let's get into it.
Yeah, you heard that right. Your most valuable partner on campus, it's not going to be a professor or even your best study buddy. It's AI. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi concept anymore. This is the reality of higher ed right now. Figuring out how to team up with it, that's the secret to unlocking what you're really capable of.
All right, so here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to talk about AI as your academic co-pilot. Then we'll get super practical and see how it can help you master those core skills. After that, we'll look at how it gets specialized for your specific major. And finally, we'll wrap up with how it can seriously boost your productivity when you're tackling those big projects.
Okay, so let's start by totally reframing how we think about this. A lot of people hear AI and immediately think it's a shortcut, or even a way to cheat. Let's just throw that idea out. The smart way, the right way to look at AI is as your co-pilot. It's this incredibly powerful partner that you direct, helping you navigate your entire academic journey. The goal is to make you a better, sharper, and way more efficient student.
So what is this academic companion, really? Well, think of it as a whole toolkit of smart programs that are designed to help you out. They're built to boost your productivity, help you learn things way faster, and just achieve academic excellence. The key thing to remember here is that it's not here to do the thinking for you, it's here to supercharge your own thinking.
All right, so how does this co-pilot actually work for you day to day? Let's get down to brass tacks and talk about the heart of university life. We're talking about those foundational skills that every single student needs, whether you're studying engineering or art history, and this is exactly where AI can make a huge immediate difference.
We can really break this down into three main areas. First up, learning faster. Really getting a grip on complex stuff without pulling your hair out. Second, writing smarter, polishing up your arguments and your style. And third, researching deeper, cutting through all that academic noise to find what actually matters.
Okay, so picture this. You're staring at a monster 30-page chapter, and you have no idea where to even start. We've all been there, right? Well, instead of spending hours slogging through it, you can just ask your AI co-pilot, hey, summarize the key points here. It's like having a personal tutor on call 24/7. It can even create flashcards for you, generate practice exam questions, whatever you need to really nail the concept.
Now, when it comes to writing, oh man, AI is a total game changer. And listen, this isn't about getting it to write your essay for you. That's not the point. It's about making your own writing better. You can ask it to clean up a clunky paragraph, help you brainstorm a really strong thesis statement, or even suggest a better structure for your argument. It's like a writing coach that helps your own ideas shine through, crystal clear.
And for research, this is where AI's power just becomes wow. Think about doing a lit review. It can take weeks, sometimes months. With an AI co-pilot, you can upload, say, a dozen dense academic papers and ask it not just to find the main arguments, but to find the gaps in the research between them. This is absolutely huge. It basically fast-forwards the most time-consuming part of research, helping you find where your unique contribution can be way, way faster.
Okay, so we've covered the skills that everybody needs. But what happens when things get more specialized? Well, this is where the AI co-pilot gets really cool. It can actually adapt and become an expert in your specific field, giving you tailored support that's directly relevant to what you're studying.
And the applications here are just so different but equally powerful. So if you're a STEM student, you can have it debug your Python code, walk you through a nasty calculus problem step by step, or even run a virtual simulation of a lab experiment. But if you're in the humanities, it's just as amazing. You could ask it to compare the core ideas of two different philosophers, analyze the major themes in a novel, or break down a historical event from multiple viewpoints. It's incredibly versatile.
All right, let's move on to the final piece of this whole puzzle, actually getting things done. Because all that learning and research eventually leads to big projects, presentations, and final papers, right? This is where your AI co-pilot shifts gears and becomes your own personal project manager.
And just think about the possibilities here. You can literally tell it, make a 10-slide presentation on climate change, and it'll give you a solid outline to start with. Or generate a project timeline with milestones, and bam, you've got a plan. It can even take your jumbled lecture notes and organize them neatly into categories, or create a personalized study schedule so you can juggle 5 different courses without losing your mind. It basically takes care of all that organizational heavy lifting, freeing you up to do the important part, the thinking.
So,
Here's the main takeaway, the most important thing to remember. AI is a co-pilot, not an autopilot. It's not going to fly the plane for you. It needs your direction, your critical eye, and your curiosity to actually be useful. But when you use it smartly, when you're the one in charge, it becomes this incredible partner that helps you learn faster, stay organized, and just achieve way more than you ever thought you could.
So, at the end of the day, this incredible tool is sitting right there at your fingertips. It's ready to go, ready to debug code, analyze literature, build presentations, you name it. The only real question left is the one that's up to you. You've got the Copilot. Where are you going to tell it to go?